Welcome to 0 to 60.
I'm Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6-0 Football Academy and 6-0 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of football.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We are at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much.
All right. 0 to 60. We're rolling.
Welcome to 0 to 60. Happy Tuesday to everybody out there. I'm your host, Matt McChesney. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. We're going to make this quick today on a nice Tuesday afternoon. So hold on to your ass. Let's pay some bills and get this bitch rolling.
Let's pay some bills. It's going to be a good show. The show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with constant real-time odds and action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA and college basketball, NHL to UFC and boxing, head to the website today to see why BetOnline is America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here. Matt, we're here on this fine Tuesday. Coach JB show. We were dealing with some technical difficulties this morning with StreamYard, actually. Dealing with some audio issues. So I'm glad that StreamYard has that fixed, and we're back here full go in this show this afternoon. How are you feeling this fine Tuesday?
Good, man. Ready to get this going. And, there's some big-time shit going on in Boulder right now and all over football, really. I can't believe Bill Belichick is a college football coach.
Okay, so let's touch on that briefly.
How the fuck is this supposed to work?
So here's what I understand. I don't know if this is 100% certified. What I do know is that Bill Belichick has accepted the job from UNC, or has accepted the offer, but UNC hasn't processed. Here's a report from Jordan Schultz. He says, as of right now, there is no agreement between Bill Belichick and the University of North Carolina. Both sides have remained in contact and will continue to talk. Very fluid, one source said. So it's not 100% confirmed that Bill Belichick is headed there, but the reporter who originally published it, guy by the name of, I think, Oliver Conley, followed by Pat McAfee, and it seems like a pretty credible source. So Ollie Connolly. So I don't know what's going on, but Matt,
why would he do this?
I would guess it's to get Steve Belichick over there, because the one thing that Ollie Connolly said on the tweet, he's like, in one of the agreements that Belichick said to UNC was Steve Belichick has to be the coach in waiting. So
he's taking over a college football program to make sure his kid's the coach in waiting?
Yeah. Let me get you the exact quote here. So, per sources, I'm told Bill Belichick's negotiations with North Carolina include a guarantee that Stephen Belichick will be named the school's head coach in waiting, and UNC is open to that guarantee.
Okay. Okay. I got no problem with that. It's a dad who doesn't set his kid up is a piece of shit. I just don't see how they're going to. Can you imagine Bill Belichick trying to recruit a kid these days, dog? Like, I'm sorry, but the kids don't look at Bill Belichick like we look at Bill Belichick. They just see an old coach.
Right.
Like, they just got rid of Mac Brown. Why Belichick? Look, he's a great coach. But
it's going to be tough for
– some guys aren't meant to coach college, and some guys aren't meant to coach pro. Mm-hmm. And some guys can do both, and it's very rare. A lot of the time, college coaches that go to the pro suck, and a lot of the times pro coaches that go to college suck. I mean, one of my coaches in the NFL, Herm Edwards, went to Arizona State. Terrible. Just terrible. Bill O'Brien went to Boston College. I guess we'll see. Like, there's tons of opportunity out there. But if you're Belichick, isn't he dating like a 25-year-old too?
Yeah, he's dating a 24-year-old. Yeah.
24-year-old. So what?
A little weird.
Bill, what are you doing, dog?
A little weird.
What? Come, Bill. I got a question. Why? Why do this? You know how much fucking work this is? Like, you're old as shit. You got 10 Super Bowls. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what?
I don't know. Did you see
shit on McAfee's show and like, be Bill Belichick. You don't need to go like deal with the transfer portal. Bro, Bill Belichick hard coaches one of these kids. And all I played for was Belichick coaches, other than Herm. All right. I had fucking Eric Mangini and Josh McDaniels. Yeah. And then I went to Miami and Bill Parcells was the fucking team president. And I had Tony Sperano as the coach there, who was a prick. And I dig that. I don't have a problem because you can yell at me all day and I'll just smile at you and go back to work. I don't give a shit. Dave McKesney is my father. You can't there's nothing you can say to me that's going to really put me in a hole. Okay. Mm-hmm. But knowing some of the kids, like yesterday, we in the gym, we had a new kid. He got done pushing 3 sleds and he fell on the ground and his legs started shaking. And he was like, oh my God, he was like convulsing and shit. And like all the other kids are looking at him like, the fuck is wrong with this guy? And I'm like, just leave him alone. If he dies, he dies. Don't talk to him. Leave him alone. Right. Belichick is going to rip some kid's ass and it's going to be all over social media. Bill Belichick told me I was a terrible player and there's no way I'll ever be any good. And imagine the 8 a.m. roast, because this is what he used to do, because all the other coaches got this from him. Every single day when you started the day, you had to be in your seat by 8 a.m. Okay. So if you're not there by 7:50, you're late. Mm-hmm. Which is one of the reasons I'm such a stickler for being on time. And it's a good thing. If it's not you, it's you wasting other people's time when you're late. Okay. That's the problem with being late. Not you being late. Who gives a fuck about you? It's everyone else, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're not in your seat by 8 o'clock, you're fucked. And every day at 8:02, after you would get done with general notes and shit, they would put up the non-highlight reel. And anybody that's ever played for a Belichick coach or for Bill himself knows what I'm talking about. And it is literally 30 straight minutes of just getting fucking roasted. Mm-hmm. Everything that happened bad at practice, every bad rep. This is not the famous line. This is not what we're looking for. This is not what we're looking for. You think these fucking high school kids coming in there fat on NIL dollars are going to be able to handle that?
Fresh off.
They're going to cry. He's going to be Darth Vader reincarnated, bro. You thought he was bad in fucking New England. Give him some college kids, some 18-year-olds straight off the mommy's titty, and see how this fucking goes.
I don't know if you saw Tom Brady's response. He was asked, would Bill Belichick be a good college coach? Here's his response.
Is actually interviewing for college jobs? Can you imagine him coaching college?
No.
Absolutely not. Recruiting an 18-year-old?
You really want to come here? I mean, we don't really want you anyway, but I guess you could come. We'll figure out if you
bring your parents and use us as a third party, you're gone. You're off the team. We're direct.
Yeah. Bill Belichick did say on McAfee that he would run the college program like a professional organization meant to develop kids, meant to play in the NFL and push them towards the NFL, similar to Colorado, ironically. And it sounds like Deion, but I don't know, Matt. What are do you think this will actually happen?
I think he'll coach again. I don't know if it's going to be at North Carolina. There's a difference between Belichick and Deion Sanders. They're both equally famous, okay? The best coach in fucking pro history, the best corner in pro history. They're equally famous, right? They're both NFL first ballot Hall of Famers. You can't write the history of the league without them. But here's a huge difference between Deion and Bill. Deion's cool and has swag and shit. And Bill is not cool and doesn't have any drip, dog. And he's just Bill. He's a fucking prick. And that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I want my coaches to be a little edgy and even mean. I'm not trying to be your fucking friend. We're trying to win. If you let the goddamn players run the team, we're fucked. We'll never go to practice. We'll just be we'll show up Saturday and play. We're good. No, that's not the way it works. So I want him to be a prick. I just don't see how it's going to work at all places. North Carolina, like, if he was going to like a football powerhouse that had like a legacy behind it, and he could go be Bill Belichick, cool. But this North Carolina's a basketball school, dog. Let's be real.
One thing I will say, I believe his father was a coach at North Carolina at one point.
But again, Steve Belichick is not Bill Belichick either. Bill Belichick's the best pro coach in NFL history. Why? From a winning perspective. I'm not saying from a any other perspective than that. You can have your opinions. A lot of people will say Andy Reid, and I'm not going to disagree with that either. I can't sit here and say no. But why? Why? You don't need the money. Is your 24-year-old girlfriend from Asheville or something? Is she from
Asheville? Yeah,
you'll be like, what the fuck? Does she want to be closer to mom and dad because she's homesick because she's 17 years old? He's dating a 12-year-old. I mean, all joking aside.
Yeah, he is 20. The girl is 24.
But I'm saying, like, Jay-Z likes some young. Fuck Bill. Oh, can't say that on the fucking YouTube. Yeah, don't say anything.
Oh, man.
Look. She looks like she's straight out of a fucking, like, sorority house, okay? So, obviously, I mean, he's the 75-year-old man with, like, candy in his pocket.
Right.
And that's cool, but do you really want him walking around a fucking dorm like a college campus? He's going to be on Predator watch, bro. Bill Belichick's going to be walking around UNC like, we're going to go over to the sorority house area today, and we're going to do our game planning in the
game planning. Oh my God.
And we're going to see what we can see. I think they got some good prospects. And next week's we'll be on to the next sorority. So this week we're on this sorority. Next we'll be on the next sorority, and we'll just see how it goes.
Wow.
Yeah. If you can't play here, you can't play here, and you know what I mean, ladies. Like, what the fuck? No, this isn't going to work.
Well, there you have it. I don't know if it'll work. I think it was more of a setup to get us.
They're going to fucking catch Bill Belichick in a sorority house at 3 a.m. hammered. And they're going to be like, look what Bill's gone to UNC for. You think he's going to have a hard time
walking out? Oh, God.
He's going to have an easy time recruiting, bro. Just you're not recruiting the people you think he's supposed to be recruiting. He doesn't give a fuck about the players. He's going there for the chicks.
Wow. What a take. Going there for the chicks. Okay.
Sorry.
Let's get into it. Let's talk Buffs. Bill Belichick.
I can come up with because there's no fucking reason to do this otherwise. What are you doing?
Oh, we got plenty to talk about.
Weird ass
recruiting. Well, minus Bill Belichick, Colorado is set to dominate the transfer portal. The transfer portal window is open, but I mean, we've been talking recruits for weeks now. One recruit I want to focus on: Alabama 5-star true freshman wide receiver Caleb Odom. He's visiting Colorado this weekend, and he is high school teammates with Colorado's quarterback signee Julian Lewis, 5-star. Yes, Matt. What are your thoughts on this? Colorado obviously will need to replace receivers headed into next year, losing 4 or 5 guys to the draft. What are your thoughts on this kid visiting Colorado this week? And we'll start. That's my first question.
I dig this 5-star recruits and shit and best friends. Cool. You know, like good players usually are around other good players. So this is the power of nabbing like the top dog too, because Juju is the top dog, so he can just look at all the other dogs and go, come with me. And they're like, I want the ball. And he's like, I got the ball. And they're like, I want the ball. And he's like, well, I got the fucking ball. And then they all come to Boulder and he throws them the ball. Bro, they are going to be so fucking good in the future. Like if you thought we were good this year, this is just the beginning. Like this year is extremely similar, in my opinion, to the 02 USC Trojans. Right when Pete Carroll got there, we played that team in Folsom when I was a redshirt junior. I broke my leg. I didn't play in the game. That's why we got beat 40-3. No, that's not real, but we did get beat 40-3. They had Carson Palmer and like Troy Polamalu and Reggie Bush, and he didn't even play. And like they had this dude named Sultan McCullough, who's the fastest human being I've ever seen in my life. And that includes everybody we had. And we had nothing but NFL players. That team I was on won the North and played in the Big 12 title game and was nationally ranked all year. that team from USC won. Carson Palmer won the Heisman. They didn't win all their games. They played in the Orange Bowl against Iowa and beat the hell out of Iowa that year. But they had like 2 losses and they weren't in the national title conversation. Mm-hmm. But you could see that there was something happening, and they lost a Heisman-winning trophy quarterback, and they lost all these guys to the NFL, but they just like reloaded with Pete Carroll's guys and started fucking running people, right? Yeah. So that's what I think's about to happen here, bro. Like, I think CU is on this upward trajectory where if you thought last year was good and we're losing a Heisman winner and the number 1 player in the draft and all these players, just wait, because they're not rebuilding shit in Boulder. They're reloading everywhere. And that's the transfer portal is like stealing, dog. You essentially, like, Coach Prime has figured out that you can just tamper legally because everyone's doing it. Mm-hmm. And steal, and just steal. Be like, oh, you don't like you? Yeah, you shouldn't go there. You should come play for me because I like you more. Good, let's go. And look, the way he sets it up is rather than looking for a blessing, understand that you're being blessed by Coach Prime and the University of Colorado by coming to get you. If Colorado says yes to you, you're an NFL player. And that is a blessing in Coach Prime's eyes. And I agree. Yeah. He is blessing you with the opportunity. How can you say no to that shit? He is the smartest son. Oh my God, this guy's so fucking smart. It like makes my stomach hurt a little bit. Like, it's kind of disgusting how fucking, like, remember how we always say he plays the media like a fucking fiddle? He is playing college football like a fucking fiddle right now. God damn it. Charlie fucking Daniels, fire on the mountain, run, boy, run. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what, this is fucking awesome. So this is just the beginning, dude. The transfer portal is about to be absolutely dominated. Dominated.
Yeah, dominate. Colorado's set to dominate the transfer portal. And one point you made earlier.
What you need to do is college football, the Big Ten and the SEC need to wake the fuck up and just invite Colorado to the Big Ten and the SEC. Because why wouldn't you want Coach Prime in the biggest conference, right?
Ooh, that would really make some shit interesting. Ooh, shit, Matt. One point you made earlier, I want to just bring up Julian Lewis. Colorado snagging him is going to attract some of the top players and players that, were his high school teammates. Similar to the way, I'm obviously speaking way early here, but similar in the way Shedeur and Travis attracted players in the transfer portal. Do you view that as something that could continue to happen going forward?
Fucking right. 100%. Like we just said, like Jordan Seaton attracted players. Juju's going to attract guys. The 5-star, this Odom kid, when he commits, he'll attract somebody else. Yeah. Josh Bates is in the portal. The minute I sent a text to Lode Holt last night, Bates is in the portal. Yeah, I coached him in Oklahoma. I'll reach out. Go get Josh Bates. That's a mean son of a bitch at the point of contact. Went to Oklahoma, got hurt this year, but he'll be back. Go let him play center. His daddy played on that O-line in 01. Mm-hmm. So I think that, good players attract other good players. You want to play with other good guys. You don't want to be the only asshole out there that can play. You're going to be on a fucking 0-12 team. So, Jordan Tyson played on the 1-11 Colorado Buffaloes. He went to Arizona State and was first team all Pac-12 and shit because he's around dudes. Yeah. So when dudes are around other dudes, you get super dudes, and then you get to go kick the shit out of other dudes. It's a bunch of dude shit. So look, the transfer portal and everything that comes with it is the way college football is set up right now. And if you have the power to take advantage of it, you're going to. And the people that bitch about it are just being fucking stupid. Like, why wouldn't you want this opportunity to go get other good players? So we'll see what happens, man. But if you're a good player out there and you're not looking at Boulder, then you don't want to go to the league. Yeah,
that is very, very true, Matt. And let's move to another player that I want to talk about.
And look, there's a lot of people saying in the chat, like, what if we lose this guy or that guy? If you want to leave Boulder, deuces.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Like, I don't give a Tiffany fuck if you want to leave. If you choose to go on the transfer portal and you actually want to leave Boulder and the University of Colorado right now, I'll help you pack your bag, dog. Like, leave.
Yeah.
Clear a spot for a 5-star. Peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is addition by subtraction. If you actually want to leave, we don't want you. This ain't last year, homie. Proof is in the pudding. Like, if you can't see what's being built in Boulder and you actually want to leave, you're fucking crazy. So deuces, homie. Pack your shit, kick rocks.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it is. Let's focus on another recruit. And Matt, you made a great point. You're coming to Boulder. You definitely want to play in the NFL. And another player that wanted to talk about Texas wide receiver Jonte Cook. Obviously, officially entered the transfer portal. And in doing this, he left a message under Coach Prime's Instagram post. He said, "I ain't hard to find." Matt, what are your thoughts on that? The Prime effect.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Guys want to come to Boulder now. So This is why Coach Prime doesn't need to go on home visits and shit. And he doesn't need to go scour Eastern Colorado to find a prospect. Nah. Everybody's lining up to come see him, to pay homage to King Prime. Okay, come pay homage to King Prime and see if you can get on King Prime's team, because that's the fucking place to be these days. Okay, so as a one of the consigliaries for Team Prime's team and a guy who communicates, you should be lining the fuck up. Every good player in the country, if you're not happy with where you're at, again, I'm going to reiterate: if you don't look at Boulder, you're a fucking idiot. Why wouldn't you throw your hat in the ring so they can evaluate you? And Coach Prime put out a tweet today saying everybody that is reaching out, you're being fairly evaluated by our staff. If you fit our structure, you will be blessed with an opportunity. So that's some heavy shit, dog. And I like the way he puts it, and it's true. And honestly, I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. I don't want to put the cart before the horse or anything, but the rest of college football, the coaches, I know that they're shaking in their boots. There's two types. There's the coach. We had coaches in yesterday morning watching everybody train, and everybody talks about Coach Prime because they know I'm a Colorado guy and it's just a hot topic.
Right.
So half the coaches hate it because they can't do it, and they come up with excuses on why they hate it. But none of those excuses are valid. They're all bullshit. They just can't replicate it. So they still have to work to get recruits where people are lining up to go see Coach Prime. And it makes them look bad because they don't have the same pull, because no one gives a shit if you're the coach at Oklahoma anymore. Coach Prime University at the University of Colorado over here looks pretty cool. And then there's another group of coaches who overvalue it to the point where you think they're trying to get a job.
Right.
They're like, "Oh my, it's the best thing I've ever seen. He's revolutionary." And you're just sitting there like, well, and then they're like, "Do you know anybody up there?" And I'm like, "I know everyone up there, dog. I can't get you a job." I don't fucking work on, that's not my job to so, I get text messages from guys that are in college coaching. They're like, "Hey, you think you could push my information up to Boulder so I can go work with them?" And I'm like, no, I don't. That's not my job, dog. So it's funny how jealousy can play and motivate other people, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you hate Coach Prime because you ain't Coach Prime. And he's going to be able to recruit better than you. He's going to develop better than you. They're going to fucking do things that are outside of the box better than you. Culturally, they're way cooler than anybody else. I mean, it's Black America's team on top of being America's team. So, I mean, hold on to your ass, everyone. This is about to get really fun.
Yeah. One thing you mentioned, Coach Prime and home visits. I mean, we had Colorado Athletic Director Rick George on the show. He talked about Coach Prime and having, using social media as a tool to recruit. As you see here, social media, the effect. But I want to go ahead and show a clip from that. Rick George talking about Coach Prime using social media as a recruiting tool. Take a listen.
Back to when I was here in the 80s, it was all about handwritten notes. That was the only way you could get an advantage on anybody. But today, nobody does it better than Coach Prime. Nobody knows social digital media than Coach Prime. He can recruit to that. He sends out messages every day, and that inspires people. He gets it. I mean, he could do a home visit by doing FaceTime. I would have never envisioned that. And he's at the forefront of that. And nobody does it as well as he does.
Matt. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And shout out to
it was facts then, and it's facts now.
Yeah, exactly. And so we'll see if Colorado ends up seriously going after Jonte Cook, but Jonte Cook making it known that he wants to be in Boulder after leaving.
Hey, do you know how many good players they're going to say no to?
Yeah, that's something to think about too.
You know, like how good you are when you say no to guys who are NFL players. You know how good you are at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I just want everybody to understand how good we're going to be.
Solidified. Yeah.
Yeah. So like this, we are about to fucking murder BYU. I don't care. Like, I don't know if there's like some super Mormon like talk show in Provo that's like going to get offended and like they're going to, you know, put some Mormon hex on me or something in their gray underwear before the game if I say this, but we are about to fuck these boys up. Like every 30-year-old on that team is about to get ran. So I hope you're ready for the coronation on the 29th. I'm just saying, like, moving forward, the sky is absolutely the limit because the conference outside of Arizona State is easy, in my opinion, to turn and dominate. I said that, easy to turn and dominate. It's already happened. Colorado is already going to be with a reload, losing all these guys. How much you want to bet their top 3 picked for the Big 12 next year?
Yeah, like
easily in the top 3, 100%. Yeah. Arizona State, Colorado, because it's going to be a reflection of last year, right? And then look, that's not necessarily a good thing because everybody that was picked at the top of the conference this year sucked. But I don't see how that happens. I don't see how this momentum doesn't continue. So,
yeah,
man.
And who knows how the transfer portal affects other
guys? You actually think Travis isn't winning the Heisman? Is that Travis?
We're not entertaining that. Like, that's crazy. Come on.
It's a negative 5,000, dog. Like, give me a fucking break.
Good Lord. One thing, chat, I did say, chat, I want to talk about. Let's talk some D-line. Another transfer I want to discuss with you. The number 1 defensive player in the portal right now, Alabama transfer Jaheim Otis. He has an official visit with Colorado this week. He's 6'5", 325 pounds. He has 57 career tackles, 5 pass deflections, 1.5 sacks. And he has actually been crystal balled or predicted by On3 to land with Colorado. Matt, what are your thoughts on this? How do you think Warren Sapp and Damian Lewis will utilize him headed into next season?
Well, anybody that has been following the show for as long as we've been doing it, I've been saying this since day one, but when they finally start getting the big guys to match the skills, it's over. And now they're getting the big guys to match the skills. It started with Seton. It continued with signing day. It continues with how they're recruiting. And now the transfer portal, they've got 6'5", 330-pound NFL monsters walking in to play defensive tackle. Yeah. Have fun running the football. I mean, what? The fuck? Like he's a fucking animal, bro. Like, what do you mean? But so yeah, of course, please come to Boulder. This is like when like a 5'10" fucking try-hard white boy walks in. He's like, I want to play in CU, and I'm like, missed that boat by 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that sucks. Like, you can go GA up there or something. You can go like hold a clipboard, but you ain't playing.
Absolutely.
So it's nice to see the trench in Boulder being fortified by NFL players again.
Absolutely. And Otis replaced the brick shit house. Him, Arden Walker on the outside. I mean, just pair him up with all the guys that we have and have returning. I'm really excited to see how Warren Sapp and Damian Lewis develop this kid and use him. Because, I mean, 6'5", 325 in Boulder, it's what you need.
Hey, hold on. I want to say something real quick. This narrative is dead. Nobody quits on their team anymore. This football's a business, and in the land of mercenaries, speaking as one, I go where the money is, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to hear any of the fanboys get mad at that because no one is supposed to play for free. I played for free for a long time. It sucked. But when I got into the league, if you paid me, I would come split face for you. But like, that's now you can do it in college. You ain't quitting on nobody's team. Give me a break, bro. You're going to root for the logo regardless. Anybody that leaves is a bitch, and anybody that comes in is the best. And that's not the way it works. There's some bitches on the team, and there's some guys that are the best that left, i.e. Jordan Tyson, Jake Wiley.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like guys all over college football that left CU that are still going to the NFL. So not everybody that leaves is a bitch, and not everybody that stays is the best. And you got to stop with this like loyalty to team shit. Be loyal to the logo, appreciate each team for what it is, and pray to God that Coach Prime stays the coach, because he will continue to fortify our trench and the skill rafters with great players. Yeah. And the longer you get hung up on some kid quit on his team or some kid did this, you're putting yourself into a situation where you're criticizing the framework of being a fan, bro. Like, look, as a mercenary, I don't give a Tiffany fuck what the fans think. No offense in the comments, but I don't give a shit what any of you think when it comes down to it. Like, I'm glad we're cordial with each other, but it can get real gangster real quick. Like, I am of the mindset that if you are good at something, you never fucking do it for free. So if you have the ability as a college football player to leverage your opportunity to get paid in this game, which is 1,000% injury risk, and you don't take advantage of that, whether that opportunity is to leave CU and go somewhere else, or that opportunity is to leave somewhere else and go to CU, right? Then you're a fucking idiot. You might as well be Brandon Fowler Nicolosi and dumbass Torrey Horton turning down $600,000 each. Yeah. Just because they want to be loyal to CSU. All the CSU fans, do you think that they're all I hear is how Torrey Horton had a terrible year and they still went 8-4. Hell, we don't even need him. We got off easy not paying him $600,000. So did he really fucking cash out and get what he wanted? Is he a first-round receiver the way Norvell told him he was going to be? Or did they get fucking played by being loyal? What are you, fucking stupid?
Something to think about.
Miss me with this loyalty shit. Miss me with this like, oh, you got to fucking be loyal to your teammates. But shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. If he plays on the other team next year, you want me to knock his ass out.
Right.
So, like, come on, man. You got to miss me with this shit, homie. I'm sorry, but CU became relevant again because of mercenaries. So don't sit here and start criticizing guys when they want to go take advantage of being one. That's the thing. Just because you're playing football does not make you a merc. You've got to become a merc. Only good players are mercenaries. Everybody else is a college athlete on scholarship, praying to get a fucking California Almonds NIL deal from Coach Prime because he's feeling nice. But a mercenary is somebody that can walk in and say, I want $1 million or I'm leaving. And if you don't like it, block me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what the fuck this is. The same way Coach Prime held the San Francisco 49ers hostage and got the Dallas Cowboys to pay him the biggest contract in NFL history at that time. Because he's a fucking mercenary, dog. He's been one since day one. He's teaching the next generation how to do it. Sitting here and criticizing it is like to bite the hand that feeds much. Do you want them to be good or not? Well, you think we can go fucking recruit Cherry Creek and Mount Vista and just recruit the fucking back roads of Colorado and let's find some dudes again. And they'll just come to see you because they love it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And for those challenging that, saying like, this is, you can either accept this or you can sit here and deny it and sit here on the fence post and argue it and say it should be different, challenge it and whatnot. You got to accept this for what this is. This is a mercenary business. This is cutthroat. You have to take your money while you can. You have to leverage your opportunity, like Matt said, to get as much money as possible because football is not forever.
Right.
But yeah,
I mean, when Mormons talk shit, do you guys curse, or are you just like, golly gee Wilkers, we're gonna ramrod your stuff, bro? Yeah. And when you soak, how do you soak? Like, I've heard about soaking, but I can't get a clear definition of what it is. Everyone in the comments, if you are Mormon and you wear the gray underwear, when you soak, does it turn different shades of gray? I'm just wondering. I'm just saying, like, how many people have to shake your head when you soak in order for it to work? Can you soak on a washing machine or a dryer? Because dryers shake. Mine shakes like a motherfucker at like 3 in the morning. Does that turn you on? I'm just wondering. No?
Chat, if
Nobody in the chat? No,
Matt has a lot of questions that need to be answered.
None of you Mormons soak, huh? I find that fucking hard to believe. There's fucking millions of Mormons. You guys are fucking, in my opinion. Don't tell me you're not fucking.
Matt, I don't really know what to say. I am so excited. I'm excited for Colorado versus BYU. I do think Colorado's going to beat the shit out of them. Really, like I said, they're on an advantage athletically, especially on the perimeter.
And this is why I'm asking, because could the one Mormon watching please? No, we're not going to tell the rest of the Mormons that you were on the show. Could you tell us what this is, please? Bailey, look it up, bro. Just
look it up.
Iris, just get on Google and type in soaking and see what happens.
Here you go. Soaking.
I just heard
Wikipedia. Perfect. You want me to read you the Wikipedia definition?
Yes, I do. There's a Wikipedia page for soaking.
It says Wikipedia. Soaking, sexual practice. Soaking is a sexual practice of inserting the penis into the vagina, but not subsequently thrusting or ejaculating. Reportedly used by some members of LDS Church. There you go.
Yeah, Latter-day Saints. There, see, book it. I'm not crazy. I just heard about this. I don't know. All right, continue.
Not crazy at all. Let's move forward, Matt. When somebody in the chat highlighted this, we're going to talk about Caden Salter tomorrow. Liberty transfer quarterback, reportedly coming to visit Colorado. Something to talk about for sure. He
played the backup.
Yeah. So, we know how Matt feels. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to leave that one on a cliffhanger. But before we get out of here, this is circulating on social media, and I just had to get your take on this. JB's post talked about this morning. Sean Salisbury, others in the business talked about this, but this is a transfer portal.
And 12?
Yes. This is this is actually, I believe he's 7U. This is a transfer portal announcement from 7U or 6U. 6U. 7-on-7 or youth football. I don't even know. He has offers. He has, how many is that? 10 offers? Is this where we're at? What the fuck?
Apparently this is where we're at.
This is JB's worst nightmare. I saw this and I'm like,
4'4", 49 pounds, 5-star, ranked by his parents. Yeah, dude. Look, I'm not mad at the kid. All right, the kid is 11.
It's not the kid at all.
I have an 11-year-old, and he's fucking remedial. Okay, I love him, but he's 11. Okay, he doesn't make decisions for himself. That these are facts. Okay, he barely has access to his own cell phone. I think he might be smarter than me, but we'll see. This is a note to all the parents out there as a guy who works with kids. I'm old school, but consistently telling your kid that they're the best and doing shit like this and putting them on pedestals and making them seem like they're special when they're not. I don't even care if they are athletically gifted. They're not special. No one's special. Yeah. You're only special to your family, and you should keep that to yourself. You earn the right to be considered special by what you do, not what you post, not what you think you are. Every father thinks their kid is the shit. I think my kid's going to be a first-round NFL draft pick. I don't fucking know. We'll see. Mm-hmm. I think the other one might be a dictator somewhere. I don't fucking know. We'll see. Okay, but this is the kind of shit, this is directly looking at his parents, the fucking idiot who, remember back in the day when we had that fucking little kid that plays tight end on? Baby Gronk.
Baby Gronk.
Is he still a guy? Because now he should be a junior in high school, right?
No. That kid's 12 years old still.
Okay, so he was 8 when this was happening then, which is even worse. It's as weird as beauty pageants. It's as weird. This is some red flag raising shit to me. Why are you doing this with an 11-year-old? You're transferring to another 7U team and you're getting offered. You're not getting offered. He's 11 fucking years old. Like, how mumuch you want to bet? Like his dad
it's like
probably
6', Matt. This is like the kid's like 6 years old. He's 4'4", 49. Like
49. I mean, it's laughable, bro. So I'm not trying to say that everyone's not a special flower and like everybody's not fucking at the top of everybody's board, but you're not. No one gives a shit. Like this kind of stuff just makes your kid get laughed at. And on top of that, it makes them a target. Because now the other kids on the other teams are like, well, we're going to go fuck this kid up. And all the coaches are like, look at this kid. Let's go beat the shit out of him. Mm-hmm. So you're putting a huge target on your kid too. So I hope he's as good as you think he is. Right. But all you can do, look, I'm all about platform and like putting guys on. Once you've earned it, like show me that you can actually do something, and then we'll put you on when you have hair on your nuts. But if you're 11 years old, I'm sorry, go pluck and play Fortnite, get out of my face. Like, what are we talking about? What the fuck are you doing? Why would you do that to your own child?
Yeah, and I mean, that's a parent. It's not the kid at all. That's a parent.
No, it's a goddamn parent. It's some fucking guy who's living vicariously through his own child, which is maybe the worst possible thing you can do.
Speaking of that, and I know how much you love 7-on-7. This is and I had this for JB. Unfortunately, we experienced some technical difficulties and weren't able to do the whole show. But
that's because he's got tons of Pornhub downloaded on his computer at home.
Well, today. Okay. This was an actual StreamYard issue. Plenty of YouTubers and people in this field were affected. But I got to show this. This is 13U coaches 7-on-7. Matt, I'm just going to show this, and I want to just see your reaction to this. Take a look.
We see it. I want your kids to stay back behind that 2-yard belt. And the reason why both teams are in here, you won't say a referee told you one thing and we told you another. You both hearing it. Gentlemen, it's zero tolerance. May the best team win. That's the only one you finna get.
Yeah, my mom probably gets paid.
What you like it for? What you like it for? What you like it for? Hey, man, what you like it for? What you like it for?
Shut the fuck up. I've been in this situation, bro. Last year on our prep team, we played this team from California. And like after the game, they told me they were going to shoot me in the parking lot and like talking shit after the game. And I'm sitting there like laughing my ass off at them. Like, you fake gangsters ain't going to do shit. And they didn't. Again, look, I'm all about competition, dude. I'll talk some shit. But if you get this close to my face, you're not going to have a face anymore.
Right.
Like, that's the first thing, because I'm not doing this talking shit. I'm not going to allow it. And these days, everyone's packing heat, too. So if you get this close to me and you show me aggression, I'm not going to be the one getting shot or stabbed or fucked with. I'm just going to break your fucking neck immediately. All right? And that's going to either do one of two things. It's either going to incite a riot, which I'm all for, because then I can just do whatever the fuck I want for about 10 minutes and it'll get real nasty. Or everyone's going to run because some dude just got his head ripped off in the middle of the field. So it's unnecessary. Okay? We don't need to go down this road. That's like, it's a 7-on-7 tournament. You're running around in like fucking like pajama pants and shit. You're pencil necks. You're not tough. All the skill players, you're not like, you're tough around other skill players, but when you get into football land with big guys, you're just a pencil neck. You're a skill player. Shut the fuck up. Like,
skill player.
like all you skill playing motherfuckers, like, dog, you're skill player. I don't see any big guys out there. Mm-hmm. Don't let a lineman get his hand around your fucking neck real quick, and then we'll see how tough you are. So this is what happens when you let skill players go on skill players. They just get in each other's face. Fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck your mama, fuck you. Like, do something already. Either fight or fuck or something, but somebody's got to get entertained around here, dog. Everybody's got a cell phone. It'll be a nice viral moment regardless. Whether you're fighting or fucking, something will get – we'll make some – if somebody hits send, we'll make some money.
Facts, Matt. Man,
God,
I just dude. It's crazy time we're at in this world, man.
Next, dog.
Well, Matt, great show. Great show on this fine Tuesday. Chat, we appreciate you tuning in.
Out, bro.
Bro,
that's shit. Can you imagine if I was on steroids?
Oh God, Matt.
Dude, like I don't drink. Like I try not to do a whole lot of things that like up my RPM. I'll decelerate my RPM quick.
Right.
But I'm not trying to up my RPMs any. I already idle at like 80, 85. So can you imagine like I was 340 the other day at the doctor, like 22% body fat, old as fuck, can't move. Pretty angry sometimes, I guess, but I definitely don't need it.
Like, 6 what? How tall are you?
Let's get some fucking trend and some fucking party. No, dog.
I can only imagine. Like, Matt just like, Matt on trend.
Like I know how I'm gonna get down to 250. I'm gonna fucking go get some goddamn Mexican steroids, homie. Some shit that Mark McGuire was pumping back in the day, and we're gonna get fucking. No, that's not going to work. I'll be fucking decapitating people at King Supers.
I don't
have my prescription. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh God, Matt on trend. Oh Lord. Well, great show on this fine Tuesday. We're gonna be back tomorrow, potentially with a special guest or something. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Best show of the last show.
Best show of the last show, man. Chat, all 1,200 people, we appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family.
I look like a Rusky.
That's so funny.
I actually haven't had a drink in like going on 16 years now. So
nice. Good.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fun back in the day, though. I'm not going to act like I didn't have a good time sometimes. Absolutely. One time I wore a banana suit for 24 straight hours.
Wow.
Yeah. In Vegas.
Oh.
With a mustache because I lost a bet.
Wow.
I had to go to the strip club in a banana suit and sweatpants with a mustache because I lost a bet, and that's all I could wear.
Jeez.
It was a crazy time in the early 20s, okay? I don't know what the fuck you want me to say.
Crazy time.
I'm 43 now. That was 20 years ago. I can talk about it. You fucking save your bullshit. You want to see me in a banana suit with a mustache. I was having an awesome time, okay?
I'm sure you were.
Jacks, it was awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm sure you're having a great time, Matt. Well, we're going to be back tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, become a member. We appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow. Got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Caden Salter potentially coming to Colorado as a quarterback. You already heard Matt.
And you never will, my friend.
And you never will. We'll see you tomorrow. We appreciate you. Peace.